I think it's time to celebrate. To celebrate? Well, we've just hit 100 million hits on YouTube, thanks to you, the viewer. So I wanted to show you an interesting glass that I'm using for the celebration, which is a hollow-stemmed champagne glass, which I've had for many years. What's happening here is there's a high hydrostatic pressure at the bottom of this glass. All that from down to there is quite a tall column of liquid, and that's where the pressure is greatest, and it's forcing the liquid to surrender its CO2. So the effect is it bubbles from the bottom here into the centre, just like a little hot spring performing all the time in the middle. Of course, it degasses the fizzy stuff quicker than normal, so you don't leave it in the glass. You've got to drink it up. But the idea is a very nice one. It's a very unusual type of glass. They're quite rare, I think. I don't know whether they're still being made, but I got them for a birthday a few years ago, and I've treasured them ever since. A hollow-stemmed champagne glass, fizzing away and showing some nice physics. So, from one bubble to another. Well, you call them balloons, I suppose. This is some of my balloon collection, which are sort of what I'd call ground-based balloons. Ones you normally have, and they don't necessarily float in the air. This is the most extraordinary one, which I've shown with yo-yos some time ago, but I want to show it again because I think it's my favourite action balloon. It's got a string, it's got helium in it, as these all have. The balloon goes up in the air, unwinding, give a little tug at the end, and it rolls back down again. And then it'll start to rise. So this is an upside-down yo-yo. Roll, 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 give it a little tug at the end, and it rolls up and winds up the string again. One more time. A nice bit here with we've got a spiral here, which I rather like. Up you go. That's it. Up, 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 up. You give it a little tug at the end, and down she comes again. Extraordinary idea, isn't it? An upside-down yo-yo. Very nice. Another one here is a punch ball balloon, and what I like to do with this, because it's a bit unballoon-like, the actual neck is in the centre there, and I put some ballast down here, some blue tack and some coins, and the effect is if you take your hands away, it almost stays still. Let's have a go at reducing a little bit of the ballast. A little bit of blue tack. This literally varies by the second, because as you're holding it, it's slowly losing helium. But there's a point at which it suspends in the air, and you take your hands away, and it stays motionless just for a moment. It's slightly too much ballast, but never mind. Leave it another 10 seconds, it will start to descend or stay still. So the idea of having something which is neutral buoyancy is great fun to do, but it's a very ongoing thing, needs continual attention, because after about 5 or 10 seconds, some of the helium goes out and down it comes. A very strange balloon here with one of these ones with legs, which I like. It's supposed to be a little creature like this. So I put some blue tack on the back to add a bit of weight, and now he's more like a 4-legged spider. It should be 8 legs, of course, but I quite like the idea of a creature like that, horizontal, walking around with these extraordinary gangly legs. There's one here which is a charming little thing to take to parties, and you have him sort of coming behind you. It's a giraffe, one of many, produced by a lovely Italian company who I see at Nuremberg every year. Little legs, beautifully crafted, and Jeremy the giraffe will follow me as I walk around. He just drags his legs a bit, but superbly constructed. There's about 40 or 50 of these I see every year at the toy fairs, and absolutely charming. Walk around the street with one of these as if it's your pet, and people get mind blown. It's a strange idea of a balloon here, which has got some. It's a rubber one, but it's got little feet there, and the idea is you put it on the table and it just stays roughly in place. Well, I put a bit of blue tack on its foot, making it hold on the table a bit better. But it's extraordinary to have a balloon that's not supposed to lift up in the air, and yet it stays upward because of the helium inside it. And it's got heavy, little non-inflating hands and feet and so on. Very sweet little idea. It's the only one I've ever come across which shows that idea. But it's sweet, isn't it? And I think another favourite one of mine is this one here, which is a Zebedee the Clown, which is, it's a bit like that, what's it called, the Magic Circus. And the idea is he does a little bounce in the air on a spring. Beautiful idea. Just little bouncing in the air as if he's got his own pogo stick. Don't think I ever saw them. I bought that 20, 30 years ago, and I've never seen it since. So there it is performing. And I've just seen one more, which I've got to get for you, which is this one that's took the other side of the table. There's a whole lot of these balloons appeared about 30 years ago. And look at this one here. It's got a little figure of a man, as it were, holding a lantern and a flag, and he floats in the air. Well, more or less. Again, if I take out the bit of ballast I've got on the base, I can make him actually have neutral buoyancy. Let's have one go with it. Take a little bit of the blue stuff off it. Just about, he's floating. Wonderful stuff. So with all these little balloons floating about in the air, I feel as though I'm ready for another party. And it's all down to you. Thanks to you for supporting us. Cheers. Here's to another 100 million. Wow, delicious.